is Ashley. So this is our sign for this kit. Welcome, friends. This is an adorable sign. After the sale of the kits, this will be available in my shop also. So that's the sign for the kit. Welcome, friends. So you see the theme. This is variegations of different pinks, mint green and grays, guys. Mint greens and gray. It's cold there too. Hi, Sandra. Hello from Louisiana. Awesome. Great to have you. So that's the sign. A 14-inch wreath form, 25 pipe cleaners. That's enough to put 10 on the outside, 8 on the inside. Have 4 for your signs, 2 for your bows, and 1 to make a hanger on it, if that's what you like to make on yours, okay? And what I do to get my ties on there is on the outer rings, I go through this outer one and the one next to it. I loop it through the second one here. I pull it and I hold mine real taut and I twist my frame, guys. Then I pull it over, okay? And then I butt this one up to it. Then I pull it over. And the next one, I go over 1 inch. The next one I butt up to and around it. I do the exact same thing on the inside. It holds them. I put a little pressure on it. Hi, Sandra. Louisiana. Hi. Well, thanks, Ashley. Sorry, I'm reading again. That's okay. So that's how we got our frame. You're going to get this really adorable mint green, and it's got that fuzzy wiring on the outside. This is a 1.5. Hi, Debbie. Your 2.5 pink. This is called a striped polka dot, and it's got a light pink and a dark pink with the polka dots. We're also going to do a diagonal mint green. See the theme here, guys? Then we're going to put in a little bit of fun animal print with the gray and the white. This is going to look awesome. You're going to get a 21-inch roll of the gray and metallic mesh, and we're going to be doing poofs with that. And you're going to get a 10-inch 10-yard roll of the mint green to do some ruffles with that over the top of the 21-inch, okay? So first off, let's go ahead and prepare our sign so it can start to cure before we go any further. So in the kit, I also go ahead and give you 4 cable mounts, and I supply the 1/2-inch ones. They're not as big as the 3/4 or the 1/2, of course. Okay, so you get 4 of those, or if you prefer and have a beadsmith or a jewelry smith, you can use this and use wire or pipe cleaners. That's whatever you prefer to do. Okay, so when I put on my cable mounts, I take and I use the Rapid Infused DAP glue. Get it at Walmart, guys. It lasts forever. It's gel based, and I just put a dot in every corner. It doesn't take much, just a little dot. And if it looks different than this container, they've come out with a new container, but I haven't had to buy any in quite a while now. Hi, Velma. Y'all have to excuse me. From Fort Worth, Velma, you know, you're a doll. I was raised there. I was raised over where they used to call a Seminary South. Many a moon ago, girl. Okay, just putting these over the glue and just pressing them down. Y'all have to excuse me. I've got, woke up this morning with a sore throat, you know, just cold-like symptoms, but it's been bugging me. Got a little bit of a cough. So right now I've got a cough drop in my mouth. And I know that's rude, but I don't want to cough on you guys. Okay, so we've got those on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my glue gun. Now, if you put hot glue on this before, you know, to hold it down is your main thing, they're just going to peel off. I'm just putting this around the edges just to hold it in place while it cures. Now, the Rapid Infuse hot glue, y'all know, can't think. It dries pretty fast as it is. So let's set this to the side over there and let it do its drying thing. Super glue. Super glue. They're called cable mounts, Debbie. Cable mounts, okay? Oh no, not everyone can get under the weather. I hate it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this 14-inch frame. We are going to open the ties going all the way around the outside, okay? This way, we have everything prepared for us as we go around it. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, and what I like to do is I like to take my mesh and I just take the corner over here and I turn it under. And then I'm going to take this corner here and I'm going to turn it under. Okay, if I can get it a little straighter than that one right there. And then you just wrinkle it up, ruffle it up together, okay? I take it, I place it, but I'm gonna tie it to this second ring. And I do that with a zip tie. And I just go right through here. I zip tie it down. And I pull it as closest to that tie as I can get it. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Treva. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to clean this where I did that off. I'm just going to cut it off, guys. That way it's nice and neat. And then I'm going to cut off the zip tie. And then what we're going to do is we're going to lay down just some 10-inch poofs. Just 10-inch poofs, okay? So I measure out, I have a mat. If you don't have a mat, if you've got a yardstick or a tape measure, take a piece of painter's tape and put a mark here and here that's 10 inches apart. And that's an easy way to get your measurements for it, okay? So after I get to the 10, I just keep it in my fingers like so. I come over here and I push it down, and this is pretty thick. And I just pull these up and I just tie it down. And I pull real snug and tie and twist it a couple of times. And then I like to go ahead and poof mine up as I go around. Okay, so we just do 10 inches. The same way. If you find that's difficult, I'll show you a way that might help just a little bit better. Okay. And I poof it out. Really pretty gray. Oh, thanks. Yeah. If y'all wouldn't mind sprinkling some love out there for me, I would appreciate that, because I forgot to do any of that. No, I didn't. I did do it. Okay. So after you measure your 10, if you want to go ahead and stick your fingers up and inside here and sort of spread it out, you can do it that way also. That helps some people better. So there's many different ways you can do it. Thanks, Treva. and it doesn't seem as bulky when you do that, when you put it in. So that might help you some. I've just gotten so used. Hi, Janie. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I got down real cold here last night. Now, you know, by no means is it as cold as it is up north. By no means, thank hallelujah. But it was cold. For me, I'm a wimp. What can I say? I'm a wimp. So I've been sucking on cough drops. I think it's just, you know, our weather is really weird. A lot so, well, it might be similar to some of you. So I can't say it's, I can't compare y'all's weather since I don't live there. But anyway, they it gets hot and gets cold and hot and cold, and that's when I seem to get really sniffly and stuff. So I'm sorry, I just had a something, it kicked me out for a minute. Nasty old things. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, I'm hearing you. I know that I've been watching the weather, and you know, we're not getting nearly as enough, you know. Oh, poor Colorado, I tell you, with everything that's going on with them, and then they get hammered with snow, and only a day too late to help a whole lot. So I'm just continuing to go around and doing 10-inch poofs. Hi, Carrie. Hi. Did it, Carrie? Great. Yeah, my husband is the weather person, and then he gives me the forecast, or I should say the weather and the news person. And then he gives that forecast to me. He likes to get up early. Me, not so much. Well, I say that, and then some mornings I'm up before him. You know. I seen a cute little deal on Facebook today, and it was so darling. It was a cat, and the cat looked haggard really bad, and it says, and the comment on it was something, say, yeah, you too, you can't sleep either. So I imagine what I look like some nights when I get up that early, some mornings I should say. Last poof right here, and what I'm actually doing right here before I tied it off, I'm going to go right there, and this time I'm going to twist this pipe cleaner over that one. Okay, I tied it off with a zip tie before it. 48 degrees. Oh, does he? Oh, bless his heart. Yeah. Bless his heart. That was just devastating. And then just like the tornadoes that move through. That's just horrible. So now we're going to make the transition from the outside to the inside. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to gather this mesh up. Got it caught on my ring there. And I'm going to take it, and I'm not going to pull it tight. I'm just going to pull it over to right in front of this tie on the inside, right in front of it. I'm going to take another zip tie, and I'm going to tie it down once again right in front of it, okay? And I'm going to pull it real snug, and then I'm just going to cut it off. I'm just going to get this pot cleaner ready for when we come back around. I won't use it to tie anything down this time. And then we'll continue to do our 10-inch poofs on the inside. And we'll go to the next tie here. Hi, Mary. Thank you. I love this too. Isn't it gorgeous? Very gorgeous, very thick. This kit can be found on my Etsy shop, Desert Wreath Creations. And I'll pin it in just a minute. I didn't do it. Going in the next one. Thank you. This is going to look gorgeous with that mint green. Oh, that's not good. No stomach bugs, please. I don't know which is worse, a head cold or a stomach bug. And I can tell you right off, yeah, I can. The stomach bug. Hi, Sharon, you're never late. Hi there. Hi, hi. How have you been? There. Oh, that's pretty. Make sure you keep your ends curled under. I'm great, just a little head cold. No. Oh. My creek, talking to Carrie. Okay, I should have opened these on the inside too before I started. It does make it a little easier. So keep that in mind. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Makes a very full wreath. A VIP. There you go. Yeah, the metallic is silver. It's gray with silver metallic. So that's probably, it's playing off of that silver. It's gorgeous. Very pretty. Sometimes I just wish that on these lives it did show things like you see them in person. because when you do, you just don't realize how much more vivid they are in person. Unique, yes it is. Very unique. Silver is the in color. Silver, gray, or I should say gray, pinks. Whoops, I pulled that one out because I didn't twist it tight enough. There we go. Got it that time. Last one, and this is where I'm going to go right back in to that one where I zip tied it in front of, guys. So this time I will use the tie. Hi, Joanne. Okay, we've got her pulled down in there. Now let's clip it off. Depending on what size of the frame you're going to use, this is a 14. So even if I used a 12-inch frame, I would still make 10-inch poofs. And you use about just maybe a little over 5 yards. So if you wanted to make a smaller wreath, you could actually do that with the leftover mesh you have, guys. If you took it down to a 10, I might consider at that time to do 8-inch poofs. Okay, I'm sticking this in between the bars, pulling it back up on the outside, guys. I want to thank y'all all for stopping by. Hi, Susan. Hi, Elga. And now I'm going to tie this final one down. Excuse me. If I can get my fat fingers, as I said the other night, to cooperate. My fluffy fingers. I'm just going to tie it to the back. Pull it down tight. Let's clip it off. And I'm just going to cut this little bit off that I got right here, just to clean the back up real nice. Okay? There we go. With the poofs, we're about 22 inches. By the time we get through, it'll get bigger. They always do. Okay. So that's what we've got. We've got it's really thick, guys. Okay? So now let's take this mint green, and I cut the mint green to 20 inches. 20 inches, guys. It's all I cut it to tonight. Yes, 18. I haven't posted the sign yet. I will be posting it. But I haven't posted it yet. It's Welcome Friends. And see how that's going to look, and look how it's going to look with this mint green. It has mint green leaves and all in it, but I will be posting the sign. Okay, so all I'm going to do, 20 inches, you can fold it under, of course, okay, and then you're just going to ruffle it up the middle till you get to the end, and you're going to fold it under again, okay. Let me move that. And then, I think what I want to do is, instead of laying them this way, let's lay them up and down tonight. Lay them up and down. And then I twist them a couple of times, and then just spread them out. And look how adorable that mint green is going to look with that. Yes, I do, Carrie. Yeah. And I'm rather new at it myself. So, yes, I do. It's a learning curve, let me tell you. A whole new learning curve. And everyone's got their own opinion on it, I think. Because I've watched a lot of YouTube videos. Okay. I'm just taking them, spreading them out, spreading them around. Gosh, that's pretty. Pretty, pretty. Okay. Lost my tie in all this lusciousness. So all I'm doing is taking these, I cut to 21 inches. And guys, when I say 21 inches, what I'm actually meaning for people that are new to crafting and stuff is I will cut some to 19, some to 20, because sometimes you have extra on a roll of mesh and sometimes you don't. So sometimes you're only left with like a 15-inch piece or a 14-inch piece, or you could be left with a 25-inch piece. But just to make sure that it comes out, I'll alternate the way I cut my mesh. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Excuse me. I got bumped off again, guys. It doesn't like me tonight. Oh, yeah. That's no fun, especially when it's not your choice. It's a different ball game when you choose to retire. Okay. Gorgeous. I've been making wreaths for a long time. I've only been doing it for a business going on 2 years. I started with just doing local because I was retired. So, yeah, and I love it. Love it, love it. I've always crafted. Was raised in an era to where we craft and sewed and everything. Hence, I'm old. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet, Susan. Just wanting to stick. Have you ever seen those people that can ruffle to beat heck? I've never been able like that. He did. Oh, well, that's great. Now you have no more excuses. You can't whine no more, Ashley. Oh, Thanks, Debbie. That's so sweet of you to say. Telling you, this is, look at this, guys. Look at these colors together. Oh, it's gorgeous. Springy, springy. And this is going to go so well with that mint that's in that sign. I like that. Wide-haired goddesses. Yeah, that's true, you did. Ah, thank you, Elga. We got to be different around here. Got to be different. Come up with new stuff. I just love the color, the mint colors. And I just love gray, which, wouldn't you know, I love black too. I think gray, to me, gray is like black. It makes everything better. That twisted around there. Now you could do like a messy ruffle if you wanted to, and not just this full floral looking one. Thank you. Hi, Shirley. This is the last one going around. Hey, Carolyn. Thank you, Elga. Pretty, pretty. Okay. Outside with the ruffles on. Let's start on that top. All I'm doing is still folding it under just a tad. See, this is one of the end pieces and it's pretty curly here. And then just ruffling it up the center till I get to the end and I keep it folded under. Okay? It doesn't really matter which way you lay this one. Just let it ruffle up there for you. Oh, he sounds like a hoot. I'll never forget the one time, I don't know, it was this young girl walked up to me in a store and she says, "Ma'am, may I ask what beauty shop you go to get your hair colored?" She says, "I want to get my hair that color." And I know it was probably rude, but I just laughed. And I said, "Honey, you got about 40 more years before you can get it this color." Oh, did I miss something? I'm sorry if I'm missing y'all's questions, guys. I promise I do go back and look. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. And you tell them, everyone, like I do, I've earned every one of these in one way or another. Every one of them. I was blonde-headed as a child. I mean, cotton-topped. And then it got darker as I got older. But it was just a nasty dishwater, nasty color. So, of course, when I got older, I started just putting blonde on it. And by the time I let it grow out once, it was white. That's a good one. That's what I ought to go tell her. She would say, well, then I can't give you a haircut. There you go. Oh, that's good. Okay. All I'm trying to do is to keep my little pot cleaner, Chanel stems, whatever you choose to call them. I hear my husband in there loading the fireplace with wood again. Thank goodness. Oh, how awesome is that? See, I'm not alone in the world. Oh, you call them fuzzy things. Yeah. Well, doesn't Walmart have them, aren't they called like fuzzy sticks or something? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Miss Shirley. I've got some 3 kits that I'm going to list for Easter that have gnome attachments with them. And each kit will be individual. So if y'all are interested in gnomes, you might want to, because it'll probably be this next week by the time I get them listed. They can be for Easter or for spring. One of them can be for spring, the other one could be for Easter. 2 of the gnomes have bunny ears. Thank you, Karen. I was able to find a couple, and then when I started getting out my stash, I found some extras. Okay, here goes in the last piece of mesh, guys. Love gnomes. Oh, let me see. I'll show you a couple of them I've got over here on the table. 2 of them have bunny ears, and the other one doesn't. Oh, did you really, Shirley? Good. Love gnomes too. Yeah, I love them. I have got, girl, I've got an addiction problem to ribbon and gnomes. What is that? It's called crafting. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That is, those colors together just pop, guys. Just pop. And now, look at this sign. How it's going to bring out some more of these green leaves. These are mint green leaves, guys. Mint green. And all of this Beautiful colors of pinks. Yeah. Let me put this over there. Okay. Now let's do the ribbons. Like I said, you get 5 yards of each ribbon. It's enough to do your ribbon tails and to make you a nice bow. One is this gray, and around it's a gray animal print, and a mint green. It's the diagonal check, and I've paired those together. I cut these to 12 inches. I want this lovely, I like to use nice mesh and pretty mesh. And when I do that, and it's not a mesh, I don't care whether I cover it up, I cut my ribbons to 12 inches. I fold them in half, bring them out towards me. Then I just push them down in there. And then I'm going to twist it in. I have no more use for that Chanel stem. Let me get here. And I'm just going to crisscross them. I'm going to trim this off. You could also take a craft stick and turn it under, or a small glue stick, whatever you'd like. Let me get these others set in and I'll show you. Get up in there. This next one, I'm playing off of the mint, guys. Is a mint polka dot with a fuzzy edging. And I just pinned that comment from Ashley. And then we're playing off of this. This is called a striped polka dot ribbon. It's a two-tone pink with the white polka dots. I just fold them in half, guys. And you keep them folded in half. Like so. Ruffle it up the middle. I like to go ahead and pull them out towards me. And then put them down in my ties. I hate to say this because I'm afraid it'll bring me bad luck, but the gentleman that was coming out to my house to check on so I can have a different view and streaming better, supposed to be out tomorrow or the next day. You know, he had COVID and he's been in quarantine. So here's the ribbons. Let me get it around there for you. So far. Okay. What would be nice is also, if you want this kit and you get it, is sometimes when I buy kits, I add a little something else to them if I wanted to. Would just be a hint of black. A hint of black, even if it's just in your bow, would make all of these colors really pop. Now, the one we did the other night, I had put the black polka dot in, and it really set it off. Oh, really? Well, I knew it was low. Okay, so all I'm doing is sort of crisscrossing these, coming out to the front. And turning around and going to the next one, guys. So did everyone get over their New Year partying? I slept right through mine. No, I read a book right through it. stayed home. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is very popular. I used it quite a bit last Easter, and it seems like nearly in every design I did, I had to have a little black and white in it. Didn't do anything. Me neither. Read a book, did a little book work. I'm a workaholic. Excuse me. I bet I can see that, Janie. I can see that. I can. Yeah, that would be nice if they do. I'm trying to think when their ribbons came out last year. I don't remember. I was out of town when they did. I'm thinking it was probably like February. And see, if I lived where there was a Sam's store, I would go by every day. But I don't. March. March. It could have been March. Well, my little puppy, he's doing really good. He's wanting to scratch that little area where he's got his stitches after his surgery. Oh, and it's so fun. It's funny, but I know it's not for him because he's got the little blue cone of shame on. You don't have a Sam's? Yeah. I have to drive 2.5 hours. I have to go all the way to San Antonio, Texas. So I make one heck of a day. You know, I don't dare ask my husband to go with me. He would. Yeah, you stinker, Shirley. Well, you keep calling them. Then you message me when they say, yes, we've got it in stock. You know, I heard some areas they wouldn't tell you whether they had it in stock or not. I don't know, I heard that from someone last year. Or seen it in a post or something. I'm not sure. I haven't tried calling. They're probably afraid if they told us, say, yay or nay on the phone, they would have all these women camped out for when their doors opened in lawn chairs, huh? That would be a hoot. That would be a big hoot. Oh, thanks. That would be greatly appreciated. There we go. Okay, this is going to be the last set going around the outside. rock it to the top. These color would be really pretty with maybe some accented tulips here and there in it with some other greenery. From Waxahachie, Texas. I know where that's at. I used to have an aunt that lived there many moon ago. Okay, let's put these on the top. God, I hadn't heard that name in a long time, Waxahachie. But I'm from Del Rio, Texas. That's Southwest Texas, close to San Antonio, 2.5 hours. We're a border town. It won't, Brenda. Yeah. Cutting that off. And then I yank on these on the top pretty good because I want them spread out really nice. Yeah, it's frustrating. And then if you go online, you know, even if you put your store in, it still won't say much for seasonal items. They say that it's different at all stores. Something similar to that. I tried that. So when I do it on the top, I take that I cut off and wrap it behind a set of the side of the tails, guys. Okay. It's looking pretty, just like a spring bouquet. So what's everybody going to be up to this week? Seeing how it's just Monday and all, right? My husband was kind enough to go to town and mail some stuff for me today. We live like 30 miles out in the country. Twisted that one. Living out in the country is nice. It's got its good points and its bad points. Excuse me. It's nice that we have some neighbors and stuff, but it's so quiet. The other things is that everything's through a satellite. Meaning satellite internet, cell signals aren't as great. So me doing what I love to do, and that's come on here and craft with you guys, is hard sometimes. But we'll see with this new system that they're looking at putting in for me, how that helps. And then baby, nothing can hold me back. Uh-oh. That's like them opening a can of worms, guys. Yeah. That's for sure. Okay. Loving these colors. Oh, don't tempt me to come over there, girl. Chicken soup does sound good. Less than 5 miles from town, yeah. Yeah, that's, well, you can get, you know, I don't know the area, but even with satellite internet, you're only able to upload at certain speeds and download at certain speeds. And then most of them, it's not a flat rate like it is with regular cable. You know, it's just like some cellular companies. They charge you by the gigabyte per month. How many, you know, how many you want to use. And they never roll over. But that's going to be such an adventure, though. A little cottage. How quaint is that? That's going to be gorgeous, I bet. Hi, Deanne. How are you? Welcome and thank you. Okay, last set of tails going in. There we go. They went out today, doll. And I appreciate it. Okay. And this is the other one that I hadn't done a tutorial on yet, Deanne, that you ordered. Okay. Here's all of our pretty mint colors, ribbons. Isn't that stunning? Love these colors together, guys. And then top it off with this sign. Pretty, pretty. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our sign done. So I'm going to use pipe cleaners. We put it on with cable mounts using Rapid Fuse DAP super glue. It's a gel super glue. And a little bit of hot glue around the edge. just to hold it into place while it finished curing. Then I just put my pipe cleaners in and I just twist one end of them on. I like to have a longer pipe cleaner. Thank you. I want to pronounce your name and I don't want to butcher it, Miss Jameson. Is it Girona? Girona? It's a beautiful name. I don't think I've ever heard that before. These I order them by the big bags off of Amazon. But you can pick up, these are the small ones. I like the small one better. And I order these off of Amazon. But you can get cable ties at any home improvement store. Even Walmart carries them. But they're not always going to have them in white. They're basically probably going to have most of them in a black color. Okay, let's go ahead and put our sign on and then we'll make us a bow. I'm going to put the sign over here to the side on the top. This thing is like 10, 11 inches tall, guys. Okay, just going to pull these ribbons out some. Okay, so what I'm going to take is a weaving needle. This is, Lowe's has them, yeah. The sign is, I think, is beautiful. This is a weaving needle, what people that we knit and crochet and stuff use to put two pieces of their products together. I use these to help poke material, these pipe cleaners down through all of this mesh and everything. And it's a thank you, and it's not much of a thank you, guys, but I always include them in my wreath kits so that you'll have one. So all I do is just bend it over on the edge, and then I put my other hand underneath so I can feel it as it goes through and guide it to make sure I'm catching the wreath frame. Okay? Then I'm going to come over here and I do catty cornered each other's corners and do the same thing. Just reach underneath it and feel. And I go down through the mesh and everything, guys. I hold it over, hold my sign, and then you've got these two right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I go through up and under the wreath frame, and I pull it a little taut, but not real tight, because I don't want to pull it way down into the mesh. And twist it around the frame. Do it the same thing over here. And then I'll connect the other two corners. Go. Sometimes, and if it's a little too snug, I just pull on it a little bit and it loosens it up. No, this is my sign. I do my own signs now, Janie. But Ashley will help. She's been helping me design quite a bit and get a little bit more comfortable with doing that. And she will, hi, Carolyn. And she also has designed some signs for me. But this one will be listed in my shop after my kit sale. I want to give the people the opportunity to buy the kit with the sign. And then after that, then I'll go back and list the sign. And I still do get some signs from Ashley. Yes, ma'am, I do. Who wouldn't? She does excellent work. Just tying this on. There's that other one. It's being a stinker. Well, thank you. Yes, she does, Brenda. She has some awesome, awesome signs. She's a heck of a painter, too. I've seen some of her paintings, and man, she can paint. Must be in her DNA. Okay. You'll always have to go back because I put all of my ribbon down. But we've got that beautiful sign. I'm gonna spread that out like that. I'm gonna have to think of something for it. There's that other one. And that's what we've got without the bow, guys. Isn't it stinking adorable? Oh, thank you guys for the stars. Y'all are so kind to me. Thank you very much. Let's make us a gorgeous bow to go on it. Okay, so you have plenty of ribbon. So what I want to do is I want to bring in a little bit more of the pink. So I'm going to hold it to put closer to the top. Okay. So let's come out here. Let's do a 12-inch little tail. Let's pull it down in front of us. Six-inch loop. Twist it. Pull it down towards you and keep it fluffed out, guys. 6-inch. Twist it. Let's go the other direction. Twist it. No way. No way. Pushing it down. I think I made it longer than 12 inches over there. It's okay. There we go. Okay. Let's put in. I love this. I think it's so stinking adorable. This animal print. I must see my husband getting firewood. Ugh. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's save that. That one a little too big. I like to keep my loops fluffed out, guys, and in place. That's very true. Thank you. Thank you, Shirley. Okay, let's use this pink one. Twist it. You know me, I poke it way down in there. Come down to the 5. Oh, I love this pink. Well, pink. Pink is my signature color. Wonder why I like it so much. Pink, pink, pink. Put them wherever they're fluffed up. Now let's bring it back to the top with some more green. This ribbon is stiff as the dickens. Let's do us a little top knot, as I like to call it. Get my fingers right. Just gonna twist it. Gonna twist it and just do a little top knot, and we'll untwist it when we get through. We're gonna make sure we've got everything where it's supposed to be, guys. We're gonna take 2 of our pipe cleaners. We're gonna twist them together. Go ahead and bend them in half. I get them ready. Okay. I put my finger on a dowel while I push, because I put these way down in there. And the first time I wasn't really paying attention, I pulled up and they flew everywhere. Okay. Then I'm going to take my middle finger and my pointer finger, and I'm going to straddle the dowel underneath. I'm going to push this down with my thumb. Okay, and I'm just going to lift it off. I'm going to take this, put it on either side, all the way to the back to where it's in between my fingers, okay? I'm going to pull, that way I can let go of the pipe cleaner, okay? Move my thumb, then I'm just going to pull this pipe cleaner real hard, start a twist, then I'm just going to twist the bow. Remember, don't keep twisting and twisting that bow, because that pipe cleaner wire will come undone. All the loops are in place. Okay. All I'm doing is making sure they're fluffed up a little bit by sticking my fingers in them. And then I go to the very bottom tails first. Then I come up each layer. There it is. So now, I always twist this so it's on the wrong side. So I'm just going to push my little button. I call it a button. It's a top knot button, a little loop. And then I'm just going to take my thumb right down here and my finger right close. And I'm just going to twist it just like a half twist. And then it's going to come over here on the right side, guys, like so. And then I'm going to take and open up. Right there, okay? So now let's put it on our wreath. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. Let me straighten up those ribbons. I'm going to make sure, because this has got writing and I don't want it to cover the writing. I'm going to take this weaving needle, and this time I push both of mine through and I bend them over, okay? Make sure I put my hand underneath it just to make sure I know that I'm by the frame. And I lift my bow up as I pull it down. Take that needle off. Let me get it around one of the wires, because you always want to make sure that you're tying it to a wire. Okay. Pull it a little snug, but not way down into your mesh. My little top knot. Okay. Let's start here. Gonna dovetail these. Cutie, cutie. Okay. Shake all my clippings. Whoops. And there we have it.